All right, good morning. This is Coach Big Pete of Deep Dish Football, and we report it is time now for the Deep Dish Football game of the week. Lake Zurich versus Libertyville. Sorry about that. Final thoughts before the big game tomorrow, which is going to be, I think, a good game. I think a lot of people are putting a lot more emphasis on Lake Zurich. I think it's going to be a good game. I do think that Lake Zurich comes in a little bit favored, but I do think Libertyville has a good chance of winning the game. And plus, it's high school football, so there's a good amount of parity in it, and may the best team win. My personal things that I'm looking for: Munkin, quarterback at Libertyville, Turco out of Libertyville. That offensive line, how they do, especially protecting, especially during the run. I think it's going to be very important for Libertyville and that run against Lake Zurich. For Lake Zurich, Matt McGraw, no doubt about it. I'm looking a little bit at younger. I'm personally looking at Sanborn, McGraw, both see how they have gone through the progressions and everything else. Sanborn is a sophomore, so it's going to be very interesting. Dwyer's, both Dwyer's, younger Dwyer, I think is a second string, third string running back, but very important to that Lake Zurich offense as well. Also, wide receiver number 81, I'm forgetting his name, had a great game last week. He's going to be very important. I have him as my player to be spotlighted at Lake Zurich, their wide receiver. So, again, should be an interesting game. I really do think that also special teams are going to play very well into it, especially Lake Zurich special teams. Um, if I if Libertyville gets the toss, I definitely would receive. That's my personal feeling. I would want the ball first. I also would want a huge management of that ball. And I said the key for Libertyville will be those short passes, uh, especially against that Lake Zurich defense, who they've got a very underrated secondary in Lake Zurich. I mean, Lake Zurich right now, they're riding high. They came off of a big win at Stevenson last week, so this is another notch under their belt. If they can get another win against Libertyville, that will that puts them in this, was it 4-2 range if I'm not mistaken. So again, huge. This is a huge game for Lake Zurich. Libertyville, they still have a shot at the playoffs, but they need this win, and it's homecoming, and those kids are going to be pumped up. So again, it's going to be a good game. Lake Zurich versus Libertyville, week week 6 IHSA football. Um, I said this numerous times. Very impressed with the quarterback, Munkin. I think he's a junior, if I'm not mistaken. He's a kid to keep a close eye out for in these coming months. Very impressed with his footwork. Very impressed with his footwork. Um, who else was going to say? Um, Christensen, their athlete, plays both sides of the ball for Libertyville. Definitely another kid I'm keeping an eye out for as well. I talked about Turco, wide receiver. Talked about him all. He looks really good. Um, and they have to put a pass rush. They have to put some pressure on Matt McGraw from Lake Zurich, quarterback. And that's going to be huge, very huge for Libertyville's defensive line. Very huge. And like I said, Libertyville had a lot of talented players last year. So it'll be interesting to see. Sorry about that. Lake Zurich, they've got a very underrated defensive line. Jackson Farsalis, that I talked about, hell of a defensive tackle, defensive end. They got a good little pass rusher as well. Undersized defensive line, but they get the job done. And I gotta say, the defensive line coach of Lake Zurich, hats off to him, because those kids are well taught, no doubt about it. So that is about it for final thoughts for before the big deep dish football game of the week tomorrow. Remember, deep dish football live is at 8 p.m. and on Wednesday and Thursday. Breakfast with Coach Big Pete 9 a.m. Saturday. Make sure you follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. If you have any questions, I'll answer them, no doubt about it. And it should be a fun game. Can't wait to see anyone. And feel free to say hi. And if you have any recruiting questions, feel free to ask them. I will answer them. And if you like my work, feel free to leave a tip via PayPal. I'll put the link on the bottom. Thank you so much, and have a lovely day. And let's get this game started. I can't wait to see everyone tomorrow.